Hello guys and welcome back to some more, well, I mean technically more, that's again one of those weekly things for 3 weeks. But yeah, we are back with, of course, the finale of Act 2, because again, they're doing this fucking I don't get it, dude. They're doing this like 3 week, like 3 week on, 3 week off, 3 week on, 3 week off. Like, just give me the whole damn thing in one go. Literally, like, the amount of fucking stuff that I need to do. Like, I still have the frog in my inventory. I might do that. Like, the specimen. That would be kind of cool. Anyway.
Hello again, Captain. We have an interesting metaphysical task ahead of us today. As I understand it, years ago, Osiris rescued the Saint unit we are familiar with from a Vex simulation.
Yep.
In doing so, he created a paradox. The Saint unit is alive with us now, but simultaneously dead within the Vex network. The databanks of that deceased Saint unit are filled with information. Information I believe I can use to locate the Conductor.
The thing is, Saint unit will have to download the memories of his other self. Experience years of suffering. His own death. It'll be kind of awful. And he hasn't really been in a good place lately. You know?
But
yeah.
The Conductor must be confronted. I'm sure Saint unit will understand.
I don't...
Won't he?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. Failsafe greets you cheerfully. Hello again, Captain, she says. We have an interesting metaphysical task ahead of us today. She is only too happy to explain. Years ago, Osiris rescued the Saint unit we are familiar with from a Vex simulation. In doing so, he created a paradox. The Saint unit is alive with us now, but simultaneously dead within the Vex network. The data banks of Saint 14 hold the data Failsafe needs to locate the Conductor's coordinates. But the only way to access that data is for Saint 14 to interface with himself. Saint unit will have to download the memories of his other self, experience years of suffering, his own death, Failsafe says, clearly worried. But the Conductor must be confronted. I'm sure Saint unit will understand. Won't he? Well, I don't know. Oh, what's this? Ah, yes. We'll grab that, why not? Explore the sunken cavern. Of course. But also, let's grab you. And have you go into my inventory. Eventually I'll have one of these days where I clean out my, my postmaster and all my shit. It's getting to the point where I have lost a lot of stuff. I will admit. It is unfortunate. But anyway, let's actually get back into this. Because I have some fun little stuff to be annoyed about. And it's not only just about this game, it's about my other hobby. Racing. So, if you for some reason don't know, or I haven't talked about it in a while, I'm a huge F1 fan. Have been for a while. Particularly, I'm a Red Bull Racing fan. More particularly, I support the drivers. However, as of this recording right now, they're on summer holiday. And statistically speaking, Max, who is the lead driver in Red Bull Racing, has been doing really well. Sergio Perez, also known as Checo, has not. Now, normally, they would be booting his ass to the curb because they've done it before multiple times. However, when it comes down to it, they're not doing that.
Alert! I'm detecting abnormal Vex activity in a local quadrant.
No, this is the Hallows. Rift, sunken cavern. Oh, it's over there. Anyway, we'll go back up. So essentially what was happening, and to give you kind of an idea, There was a race over in Belgium that had Sergio, also known as Checo. Again, we'll from here on out we'll just call him Checo. Checo in second place, starting off on second, which is pretty damn good, especially since he hasn't been able to do so in a very long time. Depressingly enough. Now, with that being said, fast forward to the race, and Checo loses a lot of positions. And why is that a problem? Well, because there's two types of competitions going on: World's Drivers and World's Constructors. At this point, he is 7th in the World's Constructor Championship. And still 7th because he got really lucky that George Russell didn't got disqualified because gas. But the problem is he was on second. He was in second place when he started. Max was on first but had to take an engine penalty, which means he had to start 10 places back. Max got up to 4th in the end, while Checo went down to 7th, meaning that they literally swapped spots. How do you do that? How? Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that? How do I get there, actually? Okay, well, we'll follow that. So, with the fact that he has just such a bad string of luck, or you want to call it, people call it bad string of luck. I call it the guy has lost his confidence in the car and just is not able to recover it, causing him more problems than he should be, and becoming more of a liability than an asset that he was back in 2021 and 2022. People were expecting for him to get the boot, but he didn't. Why? Because apparently, potentially, it was leaked that the rights holder for the actual Formula One reached out to Christian Horner and Helmut Marko, the advisor and the CEO of Red Bull Racing, to hold on to him because of, and I wish I was kidding, they wanted to make sure there wasn't a steep drop off from the revenue of the Mexican GP, which is in October. So essentially what's happened is that they have fucked off the World's Constructor Championship because the Constructor needs 2 people and Red Bull is right now playing with 1, and then this, prone-tastic midfielder in what's supposed to be a top contending car. But on top of that, the car isn't even like the fastest anymore. It used to be just overwhelmingly faster back in 2023, but now 2024 it's becoming a little bit more even, and the problem is that the upgrades that they're doing is not working. It's all just based off of the fact that Max is able to put that piece of shit on the front row. That people are thinking it's fast, when it's not. Anyone who says it's fast is lying to you and trying to sell something. So, if you stick around for this entire rant and raving, I am very pissed because, again, they've essentially said, screw the actual Mexican GP. Like, not screw the Mexican GP. Screw the constructors. Possibly screw the drivers because they want to be, like, more in line with Checo's, like, driving style, which is, like, a fucking nightmare. And then, on top of that, they're giving this motherfucker, they're giving Max essentially just like a fucking bedtime because the one time that he stays up to race in a World Endurance Simulator event, if you don't know, he does that on his spare time. I wish I was kidding. He's like, oh yeah, you're not able to do that anymore. Like, what? Why? You're telling me your star golden boy, the one that's literally keeping you in front of everyone else on his own, can't do what he likes to do because he messed up on one turn. Like, huh? I'm sorry, what? That makes no fucking sense. So, yeah, as you can tell, I'm very peeved. Because it's been, what, me ranting and raving for about, what, 8 minutes or so? Maybe 9, give or take? I don't know. But still, that's the fact. That just literally takes no fucking... Oh, hey, what's up, Saint?
Guardian, Osiris, Ikora and I have made a plan. We can use what we know about the Veil and the VexNet.
The Veil? Why would you need to...
We will go to my tomb, in the timeline where I died fighting the Vex. My true death.
When you were taken from me.
Yes, I can use the memories of that Saint 14. My memories.
I remember when the Vex killed my crew. Those memories will haunt me forever.
Thanks, Failsafe.
I mean, it's not so bad. Except for the horrors.
Yes. Everything I learned, everything I did. I fought the Vex for many, many years.
I remember.
Ikora thinks we can use the data to find this Conductor and secure the Echo.
No. I won't. We can find another way. Failsafe.
It must be done. So I will do it. Ikora told me I was once the Vex's greatest opponent. She said I should remind them.
I mean, in fairness, you are. You are literally a menace to them.
I need to think. This can't be the only path left to us.
The Saint unit has already made up his mind.
He needs you right now. You know he can't do it without you, right?
You can't. You're not wrong. Alright. Enter the Vex network with Saint 14 in mission Shell on Nessus. Oh. I have to actually go into Nessus. That's cool. Is it here? Oh, there it is. Oh, man. Oh, hey! I gained a level. I didn't realize. Oh, maybe it actually was because of that triumph that popped up, but whatever.
Saint will join us shortly. We seek access to his tomb.
We are grave robbing.
That is one way of putting it.
The interim Saint unit is still VexNet. Their memory core is a back channel into the network.
Saint must understand there are no lesser versions. Only expressive tessellations of what could be. And facing his death again is the cost of that revelation. Well, so be it.
Well, you better stay by your man's side. That's all I'm saying, man. That's the best you can do right now. Alright.
Nessus reshapes itself around this Vex fluid. Soon, we will hardly recognize it.
You know, honestly. And down we go. Ooh. I have to say, though.
The Infinite Forest was on Mercury. How do we reach it from here?
Access here is somewhat like an archive, imprinted into the magnetic field of Nessus.
The Vex used Nessus for defunct digital storage. They kept trying to plug me into it. And wow, is exposing me to their connection protocols going to backfire? They should have predicted that.
What did you mean about the data here being defunct?
The Guardian pulled you from a point before your death to a point after it. To the Vex, that temporal event is a defunct anomaly now, non-existent within this timeline. So it is kept here, stored in Nessis's memory.
Man, you gotta admit
The
though.
details that separate him and I, if they fade away, will I be his shadow? Or will he be mine?
Likely
I
the
can't answer
latter.
that for you. You're you. Were you less you before today? I tore open time for you.
I suppose.
Man, it's weird. It's like we're doing couples therapy while he's having an existential crisis. And then meanwhile, for why does this just look like what are they called? Like those mixtures. It's not a smoothie machine. I'd say ice cream maker. Like those vertical, like the ice cream makers that you can look down and you can see like the ice cream being made type deal. It reminds me of that. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Okay. I'm going here. Fuck you, I guess. Oh.
You should be near the access point, Guardian. Locate a conflux.
Yep, found it.
They will react to our attempt to breach the tomb.
Yes, they're doing that now.
What gave you that idea? Nope, fuck you.
This is exactly as complex as I anticipated. I'm almost in.
That's good. Okay, any day now. Nope. We're not dealing with your ass.
I'm in.
Now to learn of the man I was, and will be.
Yep, let's go.
Osiris, why did they keep my body?
Respect. They honor you with a perfect preservation. There's no replacing you, Saint. Even the Vex recognize that.
The Vex are very meticulous.
But also weirdly sentimental.
Okay, in fairness, let's really look at this. In the lore, he goes into the Vex simulation. And for 500 years or so, Saint beats the ever-living shit out of every single Vex within the Infinite Forest consistently, without fail, with barely any rest. The dude's a fucking menace to society within there. The Vex are trying to simulate him. It's not working. They can't do it. And so they're just trying to hurl everything at them. Eventually it gets to the point where it's like they are able to take care of the ghost. I think it was like they kill the ghost, but then he continues on fighting. And it gets to the point where it's like, when he actually goes down, the Vex within the simulation was like, damn, this guy's pretty goated. We're going to preserve him because, unlike everyone else, this man deserves our respect because he showed what happens if we don't. That's just how I see it. That's just me. But you know, it is what I believe. Also, I do like the fact that we are going to actually back through one of these like corridors. Oh, damn. Honestly? Not gonna lie, dude. They definitely put more respect on your name than I expected. I'll admit. Like, this is nuts. Okay.
There.
Wait. When I searched for you in the infinite forest, I saw this again and again. You, entombed, taken away from me, perhaps forever. When finally I found you, I thought I would never have to see it again.
I am here, Osiris. You told me that I am real.
So is he. Do it. Remember the Vex. But also how much I loved you in that timeline, too. Saint!
I see it. I tear through the Vex.
Yep.
They cannot stand against me. They hesitate. They are afraid of me. Oh. Then Geppetto is hurt. I try to protect her, but
Yep.
I am
Stop.
too late. I pull a Minotaur apart with my bare hands. But soon, I fall. The Vex approach. They are lifting me up. I lose my senses. I cannot feel my body. My vision blinks in and out. But
Stop. Please.
I am on this slab, but I have one final feeling. A memory of us. Together. I am bringing you tea. I watch you take a sip. It is too hot, but you smile. That is my last thought. My phoenix. Oh. I am gone. But no, here I am. With both of you. I am Saint 14. The Conductor cannot hide from me anymore. Failsafe!
I have the coordinates, Saint Unit.
Good luck.
Oh, there we go.
Saint Unit, Captain,
Okay.
I have achieved coordinate lock. I'm rerouting the Conductor's radiolaria flow to this location.
I was gonna say, like, what? It's like we're just standing here awkwardly for like a few seconds. It's like, is something gonna happen? But here we go. All right, well, see you guys around. It's time to go back.
So, hey, while redirecting the conductor to you, they were real in there. I pulled some other Vex along, and you're surrounded. Maybe we can reason with them?
Yes, Guardian. Reason them with the big guns. I will protect Osiris until the way is clear.
See? You're the same old saint.
Yep. And I'm the
I am
motherfucking
patching in
Guardian.
cover. Eyes up.
Alright, big bucket of bolts. Let's tussle, shall we? Okay. Never mind. Oh, there's platforms. Okay, maybe bull rushing is not the way. Good to know.
Captain, I am patching in cover. Eyes up.
Maybe I really should have taken that thought that to mind, huh? Okay, thank God. Yep. We're gonna play a game of Falcons Rally. Oh Jesus. Okay, they need to really just make sure that I don't just... There we go. Ow. Okay. Alright, well. There we go.
Violence succeeded where diplomacy failed. And I got that pesky pump door open before the Vex cut our connection. You have a clear path to the conductor.
Beautiful.
Excellent work, fail safe. Now it is us telling them what to do.
Glad to see Saint's done with his existential crisis.
The conductor's signal approaches. Nessus groans under the yoke of its new cultivator.
Let us see if they can produce answers or only questions.
Oh, we'll have to see. Ooh. Not to say though, this looks pretty nice. Wait. This is the beginning of Garden of Nothing, if I remember correctly. No, it's not. Never mind, I take that back. But is that it? I don't know if there was supposed to be something else or not. Here we go.
Lakshmi?
Oh my fucking god, she's
Is
back!
Proximity its archetype? No. I am Maya Sandrash. But we have already met.
What the
Thunderish. So this is what happened to you
Fuck?
after Neomuna. After your experiments with the Veil.
I know what you can do with the echo of command. I will not allow you to raise an army of Vex.
I'm doing what I've been called to do.
The Vex called to you.
Humanity called to me. The collapse, the Black Fleet is finished. Now we can look back to what we've lost. Radiolaria is the means to this end. It represents the smallest unit of consciousness. 1 trillion formless minds, notes in a symphony of thought. Each one begging for direction, for a conductor. Nurses will be converted. The radiolaria I command will be spread throughout the system. I will deliver us a golden age. And if you stand in the way of progress, I will break you down into more compliant elements.
We are not your Vex.
You will be.
Get us out of here, now!
I'll fucking admit, was not expecting that at all. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know if there was stuff like lined up for that for Maya to be it. Because I could understand like being Lakshmi too, because of the fact of like she was absorbed by the Vex and she was called like, you know, she did that whole thing back in what's it called? Season of the Night, I think, if it's supposed. No, Season of the Splicer. There was that. But what the fuck was like? When the okay, I'm not gonna lie. Although I do have to say, I do like the fact that they used the same voice actress for Lakshmi and for Maya Sundaresh. I know I didn't bring that up back when they kind of had the whole Veil speak, like the Veil conversations back on. Actually, no, that was if I remember correctly, that was Chioma, right? That was her wife or partner. I don't know how they would refer to each other at this point, but that there you go. Like, yeah, you enjoyed the time of like of learning about who you were and kind of realizing what you'd done. Yeah, here's also a point where we just are like, fuck it, let's just toss in a thing you were not expecting. Because I was not expecting that. I'll admit, I was not expecting her at all. I props to you. Like, honestly, props to you on that one. Again, as much as I hate this whole, like, Act 2, like, 1, 2, and 3 system, I don't mind the story. Again, I think the story is great. That's just me. Maybe I might be in the minority in this, but I think it's fucking amazing.
For everyone who can't anymore.
I like how he's just feeding.
Maya Sandaresh, risen from the Vax network. She has Lakshmi's face. Osiris tells me it must be a mask she feels comfortable wearing. Well, it did not comfort me. And today was already filled with ghosts of the past. Guardian, before I claimed the memories of the other me, I was afraid. I was already filled with doubt, and I thought I might lose myself. But as his thoughts merged with mine, it was as though I lived through his centuries of struggle. And my feelings, our feelings, were in perfect harmony. And suddenly, all questions the Conductor put in my mind were answered. It does not matter if I am the real saint or the true saint. Every me is me. So, when
Me
Maya
is
tried to
me.
command me again, I used my truth to push her away. But she still forced me to my knees. She is growing stronger. We must return to stop her, but she has blocked our access. Failsafe is working on a way through, and when she finds it, I will be ready.
A rising chorus, Act 2. Saint Fortis stands in the hangar, tall and proud, his voice strong. Maya Sundarish, risen from the Vex network, he says, shaking his head. Saint recognizes Lakshmi 2's face, though Osiris explained to him that it's just a mask Maya feels comfortable wearing. Saint shivers at the thought. He tells you that he thought his personality might be lost completely when he accessed the mind of his other self. But as his thoughts merged with mine, it was as though I lived through his centuries of struggle, he says. And suddenly, all the questions the Conductor put in my mind were answered. It doesn't matter if I'm the real saint or the true saint, he exclaims. Every me is me. Fully self-realized, when Maya attempted to command Saint again, he was able to resist. But she still forced me to my knees, she snarls. She is growing stronger. Failsafe is working to re-establish access to Maya's stronghold at the core of Nessus. And when she finds it, I will be ready. And the gun that everyone has been trying to find ever since it was brought into the data, this is how we get the perfect paradox. I think it's great. And that is...
I know how it feels to lose your light, to be alone. You will not be alone again.
And that's that. So, we essentially pretty much hit the end of Act 2. And not gonna lie, pretty impressed with how that ended. Will admit, was not expecting it whatsoever. Alright. So obviously, we do have the final radio message.
The research on Yomuna's Veil facility is complete. As the report is lengthy, I will summarize. Maya Sandarish and Chioma Essie were a married pair of researchers in the Golden Age.
Yep.
Their work often touched on the Vex. They found an object on Neptune that whispered to Maya in her own voice. That artifact, the Veil, is of the darkness, as the Traveler is of the light. Maya grew obsessed with it. Chioma grew afraid. In her compulsion to study the Veil, Maya took no heed of any risks or of Chioma's doubts. Humans under her command died. exominds were wiped.
Yep.
Maya wanted a chorus that could channel the power of the Veil. And to control that chorus, she built an imprint of herself named Lakshmi. Soon afterwards, Maya entered the Vex network. She left no trace. Chioma exiled Lakshmi, shut down all Veil research, and redacted it from Neomuna's history. In a final act, Chioma entered the network herself. Other Mayas and Chiomas were already inside, simulated hundreds of times by the Vex. It's possible that the Echo brought many Mayas together into the Conductor. Or perhaps only the first. There is no way to know which, if any, directed the Conductor's actions. But it would be folly to underestimate any Maya Sandaresh.
You know, now that he kind of brought that up, I completely forgot that Chioma Essie actually talks about her meeting Lakshmi after Maya gets caught up in that. I completely forgot about that. So it makes a lot more sense now. And also, that does give credence on why Maya uses Lakshmi's face, because, well, Maya made Lakshmi, so it makes sense. It's still very interesting about the whole thing, you know? I'm actually very much impressed by that. It's something. Like, I'll admit, as much as I was annoyed, this was a very satisfying way to kind of give us a cliffhanger. I don't mind that. Kind of wish that was in Act 1, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, with that being said, that is going to be it for the story, at least for now. I might make a video on this, possibly. I mean, especially since there's not much else that I can make a video on. There's a couple of cool things. I could also go over liminality, because of course, you know, previously the last video was me going through liminality. So there's something, you know, there's something there. But honestly, I think the story kind of took a good turn. I think this last week was pretty damn good. I'll admit. That, you know, kind of surprised, but also kind of expected when you really look at things. But anyway, with that being said, that is going to be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you do want to see more, do hit the subscribe button. And also hit the like button, just so that I know you are actually enjoying your time here. But with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. And until then, take care.